quotes wisdom, where the pursuit of knowledge and the exploration of wisdom converge. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. It always seems impossible until it's done. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. Then he becomes your partner. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. When people are determined, they can overcome anything. Difficulties break some men, but make others. No axe is sharp enough to cut the soul of a sinner who keeps on trying, one armed with the hope that he will rise even in the end. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. People must learn to hate. And if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. A good leader can engage in a debate frankly and thoroughly, knowing that at the end he and the other side must be closer, and thus emerge stronger. You don't have that idea when you are arrogant, superficial, and uninformed. I like friends who have independent minds, because they tend to make you see problems from all angles. Our human compassion binds us the one to the other, not in pity or patronizingly, but as human beings who have learned how to turn our common suffering into hope for the future. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society, in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve. But if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die. To deny people their human rights is to challenge their very humanity. I detest racialism, because I regard it as a barbaric thing, whether it comes from a black man or a white man. There is no easy walk to freedom anywhere. And many of us will have to pass through the valley of the shadow of death again and again, before we reach the mountaintop of our desires. When a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. I have retired. But if there's anything that would kill me, it is to wake up in the morning, not knowing what to do. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. It is better to lead from behind and to put others in front, especially when you celebrate victory when nice things occur. You take the front line when there is danger. Then people will appreciate your leadership. We can change the world and make it a better place. It is in your hands to make a difference. We know too well that our freedom is incomplete without the freedom of the Palestinians. The power of education extends beyond the development of skills we need for economic success. It can contribute to nation building and reconciliation. Poverty is not an accident. Like slavery and apartheid, it is man-made and can be removed by the actions of human beings. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden, but never extinguished. We must use time wisely and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. Our march to freedom is irreversible. We must not allow fear to stand in our way. Let freedom reign. The sun never set on so glorious a human achievement. I never lose. I either win or learn. Courageous people do not fear forgiving for the sake of peace. It is said that no one truly knows a nation until one has been inside its jails. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones.